Baltimore City is an industrial town. It's a town where we build things, where we make things, and we always have. It's a town where there are lots of jobs and there's educational opportunities. So people want to come here, they want to be here. Of course we have to have ways for folks to get in and out, but we don't have to have highways running through our neighborhoods at high volume and high speed and lots of noise and air pollution like this. Our goal in the Livable Streets Advisory Group is to generate some suggestions and ideas about things we can do to make all of us who live in that affected corridor happier, healthier, and more connected to each other.
What sounds great about the Livable Streets Advisory is that, one, it gets people together. Two, it gets people talking together about the neighborhood. And just a bigger group is a bigger push for any activist, anyone in the city that's trying to make a change, as a motivator, and just support.
Regardless of who we are, transportation is something we have to deal with. So how do we deal with it respectfully of each other and for our culture and for our climate?
We're out here in Elwood Park. We're at the convergence of Monument Street, Highland Avenue, and Erdman, which is a highway. 3 different major multi-lane roadways converge in what's called a traffic sewer. That is a design that is not friendly, healthy, or safe for human beings who are moving around. And the problem with having a traffic sewer in a place like this is a dense residential neighborhood. This is a historic row house neighborhood where thousands of people live. I need people who live here to scream and yell and demand better. There are little kids who live here who walk to school or take the bus to school. There are seniors going to church or to the corner store. There are folks parking their cars and walking to and from their houses when they're going and coming from work. A configuration like this with high speed, high volume traffic also contributes to air pollution. And we know that in East Baltimore, air quality is among the lowest in the city. And this is a city with high rates of childhood asthma and adult lung disease. A lot of that is driven by air pollution coming from cars and trucks. So if you live on a traffic sewer, on a multi-lane highway like this, it's right outside your house or close to your child's school, you know that this has an impact on your life.
I like walking to school. I like walking. It's my favorite energy.
I would be naive if I didn't think that the levels of noise and air pollution, in addition with having to put up with the stress of crossing really busy streets, didn't affect me and my kids. It does.
I live right at the intersection of Linwood and Orleans, and it means that I am near a major highway, it feels like. It's a high traffic route, and so it's very loud, which is fine. I knew that. But what I don't think I was prepared for was the sound of car crashes.
So you have these problems and you're thinking like, well, what are your solutions? And for Monument, I think making that a foot traffic only area and avoiding cars completely would, to me, be a nice compromise between not forcing a new culture that requires more policing and then also giving space for those businesses to thrive. Just a thought. I don't know about Orleans. I have no idea about Orleans.
I think we have to look at what are the root causes of some of these behaviors. Is it because we don't know better, or is it because we're angry and we have so much stress in our life that we don't really care if we walk in front of that car? And so when I can feel respected, and I think this is true in enemy culture, when you feel respected, then you can respect others. And so I think we have to start with respect. And if I slow down and drive the speed limit because I respect you and your children and your possessions and your houses, and you slow down and respect me, then we're going to be much better off. We can have a dialogue then.
Things will change. I mean, if everybody gets involved, things will change. So, what kind of idea they got for a solution, don't know. But I mean, the best solution is for just get involved. That's all. All you got to do, once you get involved, you'll start to see some changes. You'll see the changes in the people. As the people change, so will your problems.
I wanted to attend because I wanted to know what role I could play in helping improve my community and the city overall, and to understand better what can be done, right? To get a better understanding of where the city or the state government, its role and what it's willing to do and what it might be able to do, and what I as a citizen can do to press them towards the goals that I would like for them to have.
At the same time we're addressing the impacts of historical structural racism in our policy domain, we have to also address the physical and social impacts of the physical domain by addressing the public domain, by addressing the way we move through space, by addressing our physical transportation infrastructure. We will help repair the historic damage of the past. We will help to dismantle a really huge piece of white supremacy, and we will begin to build a city that is actually healthy for everyone. Not just one part of the city that has waterfront and tree canopy, but every single neighborhood. But without action at the grassroots, these kinds of changes won't happen. We won't get the benefits.